Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us for the official launch of the 2016 Pirates Week Festival. Pirates Week is celebrating its 39th anniversary and over the years has grown into our island's largest celebration. In previous years, the event has attracted over 35,000 people, many of which are visitors that travel from overseas, specifically to engage in the various activities. As many of you would be familiar, Pirates Week takes place across all three islands and was originally established as a means to stimulate visitation during the slower tourism season. This year's event includes 14 days of activities starting in Little Cayman on November 4th and moves to Grand Cayman mid-month for the Pirates Landing, Miss Festival Queen Contest, and the Heritage Days, among others. Pirates Week then continues on to Cayman Brac from November 25th and will officially draw to a close on the 26th. Councillor Hugh and the Executive Director, Ms. Melanie McPhail, and Mr. Frank Ralston will give more details on the dates and the events in just a moment. As well as the focus on our heritage and culture, a big part of the appeal of Pirates Week is the spirit of Cayman kindness that visitors experience when interacting with our people. When visitors return home, they take the stories of their experiences back with them to every corner of the globe, giving our islands a marketing boost that is priceless. With those few words, I will now turn over to Councillor Hugh to tell us more about what we can look forward to for Pirates Week 2016.
Thank you, Minister, and good afternoon to everyone. As the Minister stated, Pirates Week is our island's national festival, and it's officially known as our largest annual event. And while this festival is overseen by the Tourism Attraction Board, you can imagine that the staging of, as the Minister said, a 14-day event of activities is a mammoth undertaking. This requires quite a bit of manpower, and the Pirates Week office therefore depends heavily on the commitment of volunteers to ensure that the festival is run in a safe and on time, in a safe manner and on time. I'd like to take this opportunity to appeal to everyone who can lend a hand during the festival to contact the Pirates Week office. I'd also like to encourage the business community to support the event. The festival is, as always, a heavy financial supporter to the downtown Georgetown area at the tail end of the slow summer period, and so we would encourage all of those businesses in the downtown area and the southern part of 7 Mile Beach that benefit from the festival to support the festival in any which way you can. It has also grown over the years to become quite the unique swashbuckling fiesta, and many families, I think it's the one festival where we get a wide cross-section of the community out, families, tourists, and later in the evening, the party goers. It is certainly the kickoff of our early kickoff of our tourism season, just before the U.S. Thanksgiving weekend. We have Pirates Week, which starts the ball rolling, and as from when I was a kid, once you see the CUC truck putting up the lights along the Harbor Drive, you know that the festive season is right around the corner. Judging by the event's attendance and increased visitation, the island has gained positively from Pirates Week. However, in an effort to measure the economic contribution more precisely, I am pleased to announce that the Ministry, with the Ministry's support, the Pirates Week office is currently preparing to engage in an economic assessment, impact assessment. The EIA's aim to highlight the the significant financial contribution the festival brings to these islands. The Pirates Week office is partnering with the University of the West Indies regional offices section, who will undertake the necessary research during the month of November. The results should be made or should be available to us in the new year. With those few words, and again, words of encouragement for the community to get involved and for the business district to support Pirates Week, I will now pass it over to the Executive Director, Ms. McPhail, to tell us more on the specifics for this year's Pirates Week. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Minister. Good afternoon, media, colleagues, and our diamond sponsor, Mr. Frank Ralston. Thank you all for being here. As the Minister mentioned, over the past 39 years, the Pirates Week National Festival has grown into the biggest annual attraction in the Cayman Islands. It offers musical entertainment, heritage, sports, culture, costumes, and cuisine in a display that caters to all ages and interests for our residents and visitors alike. The aim of the Pirates Week 2016 festival is to continue in that vein, to increase visitor arrivals, as we previously heard, during the off-peak season, to highlight the creative talents of our people, and to pass down our traditions, building upon a culture of inclusion of all people, all ages, all nationalities, and to enjoy the Cayman Island and to enjoy what the Cayman Islands has to offer. All this while aggressively marketing, promoting, and developing the Cayman Islands' potential as a festival tourism destination. As the Minister mentioned, our dates for this year's festival are November 4th and 5th in Little Cayman, 10th and to the 20th in Grand Cayman, and the 26th to the 27th for Cayman Brac, with a family bonfire and welcome party on the 25th in Cayman Brac. For members of the press, after this briefing, we will be forwarding an email with a detailed events schedule and some other relevant information that you may find useful. And we'd like to present the Minister with the 2016 Pirates Week promotional poster, which each of you will also receive a copy once this briefing is over. But before that, I would like to highlight our main sponsors. Firstly, I would like to thank the Minister and his team at the Ministry of District Administration, Tourism and Transport, and our dedicated team at the Tourism Attractions Board, both of which assist with fundraising as well as volunteering their time to continue developing our national festival. We wish to officially announce our diamond sponsor for the second year in a row, Cayman Distributors Group. We're very thankful to Mr. Ralston and his team for their continued support, and we look forward to working alongside them in putting on another fabulous festival. In addition to highlighting our diamond sponsor, we wish to announce our partnership with Hurley's Media as the official media sponsor of the 2016 Pirates Week Festival. We would like to thank them for their commitment to assisting us in bringing our public information strategy from vision to fruition. We also want to recognize major contributions from other private sector companies and public sector organizations, included but not limited to Flow, Cayman Airways, the Ministry of Culture, the Ministry of Sports, the Department of Tourism, the Public Works Department, Department of Environmental Health, and Radio Cayman, only to name a few. This year, we've chosen the Age of Romance as our annual theme. This aligns with the Caribbean Tourism Organization's mandate, calling the 2016 the Year of Romance. We are encouraging all schools, nonprofits, the general business community who will be involved in the production of floats, as well as Festival Queen competitors, to use this theme in their central design ideas. Additionally, we have met with the district committees and are working with them to incorporate the Age of Romance theme at their respective district events. Another aspect we have applied in creating a bigger and better festival is the implementation of the district enhancement strategy. This strategy aims to streamline the district events, acting as a guideline for the volunteer groups, while still allowing for each district to showcase its uniqueness. With this strategy, we're incorporating other cultural entities such as the National Gallery and the Cultural Foundation, as well as the tourism attractions boards, sister agencies, the Botanic Park, and Pedro St. James. Of course, we cannot host our district events without the dedication of our district committees and other volunteers who we applaud for their tireless efforts year-round. We encourage those who are interested in participating in their district's event at any level to contact their district committee chairpersons, and we will provide their contact details on our social media pages in the coming days. Speaking of information, we are about to undergo a revamp of our website, making it more user-friendly and in the near future allowing for e-commerce. In the interim, feel free to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, as much of our updates will happen there while the site is being worked on. Our Facebook page is Cayman Islands Pirates Week Festival, and our Twitter handle is at CI Pirates Week. To wrap up, I'd like to once again ask for the assistance of the business community. While the festival's administration is subsidized by a government grant, the Pirates Week office must generate funds each year for each event during the celebrations, including the fireworks, the landing, the float parades, street dances, sporting and youth events, to name a few. Decorations, cleanup, and staffing for these are also our responsibility. Seeing as most of our events are held with no admission, operating funds are generated by beverage and vendor sales, T-shirt and souvenir sales, and of course by donations and sponsorships from individuals and businesses. Please, if you can and would like to be a part of the biggest social and community event of these islands, reach out to us. We still have sponsorship opportunities available, whether it be cash or in kind. We appreciate your contribution. On behalf of the Tourism Attractions Board, I would like to extend an invitation to all MLAs to attend as many of our events, if not all, including but not limited to the District Heritage Days, the Pirates Landing, and the float parades. I thank you all for your time, and we look forward to celebrating our national festival with you. Thank you.
My name is Frank Ralston. I'm the General Manager of Cayman Distributors Group. Cayman Distributors Group is uniquely qualified to be the sponsor of Pirates Week because we believe that we're in the business of selling fun, celebration, and togetherness through the branches of our wholesale and retail side of our business. This is the second year that we've been the diamond sponsor for Pirates Week, but the business has sponsored Pirates Week over the years in a great many ways, so it's not like we've only stepped up 2 years ago, but for a very long time. We see this as a truly a community sponsorship. This is something which we do, and we stepped up to the plate when Pirates Week was having trouble getting financial sponsorship, because this does not only benefit our business, but it benefits all of the businesses that we depend on to be in business. Restaurants, hotels, everybody. It also helps car rental agencies, airlines, and lots of things that we don't necessarily get business from. But the business that Pirates Week creates with its upsurge in tourism, which is proven in a very slow period of the year, benefits the entire community, and that's why we feel that it is the community which should step up and support Pirates Week, and that's why we've done so for this year and the previous year. We look really forward to being involved in Pirates Week. We have a very fun office. We like to enjoy all the activities of Pirates Week, and being involved as a sponsor gives us an opportunity to be even more involved. And our objective is not just to be a financial sponsor of Pirates Week, but as Melanie will tell you, we want to be involved in every aspect of Pirates Week. We want to bring positive contributions to the festival, not just financially, but with the team of professionals that we have in the office who've all worked with Pirates Week for a great many years. So, like I said, we look forward to another great Pirates Week. I'm very happy to be on board for the second year as the Diamond sponsor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ralston. Any questions?
Councillor Hugh, I know you said that you guys are working with the University of the West Indies to conduct research to find out how it goes with travel and the impact of Pirates Week. How have we measured this in the past, though? How have we, made any accurate measurements to say these specific visitors are coming to our island specifically for Pirates Week?
We did the Department of Tourism conducted an economic impact assessment.
It was actually done by the West Indies in 2002.
2002.
That was the last time an actual full-fledged economic impact assessment was conducted. So obviously, there's time for another one to be conducted.
And at that time, it showed that it did have a positive impact. And we certainly see it in our numbers on our visitor arrivals to the island during that week. We can see the little spike for Pirates Week. And certainly, as Mr. Ralston mentioned, in my former life, in my businesses as well, we that supply, those businesses that supply the restaurants and surrounding businesses around, especially in particular around town and the southern end of 7 Mile Beach, know that our clients and at the time look forward to Pirates Week as an economic boost to help them make it through the end of the summer and to get prepared for the winter season.
Just lastly, and this could be answered by anyone really. I'm interested in the economic impact of Pirates Week for this particular year. How confident are you guys that this is actually going to beat previous years in terms of its economic impact to our island?
I'm quite happy to take the first part of that. I think Mel wants to answer that as well. We're very confident. The team at Pirates Week has been together now for 3 years since she came on board. They've grown from strength to strength. They have a lot of background knowledge of what has worked and hasn't worked. They've interacted with the districts very well. And we believe November is going to be an extremely good month for the Cayman Islands because not only do we have the start of the season, as Councillor Hughes said, but we also have Kimpton coming online, and we have the other properties focusing on the downtown when Pirates Week is going on. So we're very pleased with the progress so far and very confident that it'll be a good November. You want to add anything?
Just to add to that, based on what Minister said, I totally agree with his comments. However, we also do fundraising events which actually heighten the awareness of Pirates Week. So Pirates Week is just not something that happens during November. We're in the eyes, the ears, the taste buds of the community all year round. And now that we have a media sponsor on board, such as Hurley's Media, the promotional aspect of it is going to be raised exponentially. So we're able to promote, advertise, and truly publicize the festival in a way that we haven't been able to do in the past 3 years. And I think that's what really, obviously, a big boost in getting people here is getting the word out. So I know this year is going to be an exceptional Pirates Week.
Morning, everyone. Following up, it's Wendy from Cayman News Service. Following up on the issues about what it generates, we're talking about 2002 and previous years. It was in October then, and it really was low season. Then we moved it to November. So have we seen whether that in itself has had a positive impact, or would we have expected numbers to go up in November anyway? Because you say 35,000 people. Well, have you any idea what percentage of that number is coming purely for the Pirates, or whether they're just coming because it's November anyway? And do we have any estimates as to the boost into the economy in monetary terms, or a percentage of monetary terms? That's the one question I've got about that. The second one is, can Miss Melanie talk a little bit more about what you said were the district committees? Are you trying to make the district days more organised, more responsible? What's that about? Thank you.
Okay. I can answer both questions.
Good.
The first question, I believe you asked about numbers and also the, I can't remember the actual figure in terms of the contribution to the community. However, the last economic impact assessment noted 11,000 unique visitors specifically for the purpose of Pirates Week. So that's your first number. I can get you the other information after the press briefing. To answer your second question, right. The second question regarding the districts, yes. The districts, in my opinion, are the areas that obviously need more assistance, need more enhancement. Promoting our culture is the premise of Pirates Week. Getting the people here and showing them what Cayman is about, that is during the district weeks, the district week. And it's truly important to truly revitalize the districts and show people our Caymanian heritage, our culture, our cuisine. And going from West Bay through the East End is something that everybody looked forward to years ago, and we want to bring that back. So that's where the district enhancement strategy comes in.
Andrell Harris with Radio Cayman. First question here is on safety. We saw where during the camping season last year, or not even camping season, but a tourist's bag was stolen that made international headlines. And even more recently, we had another purse snatching incident. With all these thousands of tourists expected to flood our shores in search of Pirates Week and a good time, what extra safety precautions, if any, will be implemented to prevent an international disaster of a headline? Tourist loses handbag to thieves.
Okay. We work very closely with the RCIPS. We have subcommittees for our General Executive Committee, and one of those subcommittees is a Safety and Landing Committee. And part of that is meeting with the RCIPS, the Fire Service Department, HSA, to put a safety plan in place for disasters, whether it be natural or, a human disaster, whether it's a terror attack or whatever the case may be, and we pray that that doesn't happen. However, to answer your question, purse snatching, the most we can do obviously is have police on duty, and police are there in the eyes of all people. Also, security is also there. So that's what we do, to show the public that, this is a safe event, and you can enjoy yourself. Feel free to just have a good time and be safe doing so.
And just finally for me, I know that you mentioned earlier about the vendor stalls, and we know that that's a hot topic.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Vendor stalls,
Right,
they sell out very quickly each year. Where are you as far as numbers are concerned? Do you already have most of them already pre-sold?
There's a particular section that has been sold out, and that's our premium section. I think we're almost sold on the Kirk Freeport side. We have 2 food courts, the Kirk Freeport parking lot as well as the Royal Bank parking lot. Kirk Freeport is almost sold out, and we still have some available on the Royal Bank. But as far as our premium stalls, those are all gone.
Thank you. This is Julie for the Caymanian Compass. I would just like to ask something more about the district enhancement, the district days. What I've noticed in years gone by, the district days was a major, major thing when it came to Pirates Week. Over the years, I've seen a steady decline in district days, which is virtually nothing happening, just food. That's it. No culture, no nothing. What is the Pirates Week committee doing to help these districts to be more involved when it comes to the culture part of it instead of the food part of it in Pirates Week? And how is the district days now boosting the Pirates Week committee? Because I don't think they're making any money in these districts at all during district days.
Right. To answer your question, that's where the district enhancement strategy comes out. There's an outline of expectations from the district committees. The head office can only do so much, so we depend highly on the district committees to bring the ideas and the thoughts that we all come together during our district committee meetings to bring those to light. However, again, it takes funding. It takes the rest of the community's involvement to assist these committees. It's not just dependent on the Pirates Week Festival office and the district committees. It's a community effort, and that is what's lacking in today's Pirates Week district celebrations. So again, a call for volunteers, for the community to be more involved, for the businesses in each district to donate, whether it's time, whether it's in kind, whether it's cash. But these are the things that help keep these activities, enhance these activities in the district.
You might want to speak about that you help in the financing as well.
Yes, the financing has also increased with the help of the Ministry of Tourism. But again, we still need more funds. We can only do so much with the funds that we do have. But again, it's being creative and figuring out ways, thinking outside the box of how to use those funds and how to incorporate ideas that are part of our culture and our heritage. And the entertainment aspect of it is something that we know is a huge part of the district celebrations, and we really want to bring that back, but it's not cheap. It's quite costly. There's a production cost, there's entertainment costs, and those are things that we would love to see come back throughout the years, or in future years, I should say.
Final question, just because it was mentioned again, could we get a dollar value as to how much the ministry is actually pouring out of the coffers into Pirates Week?
We have a line item in the budget from the ministry, which is $20,000. The Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Sports.
Well, Department of Tourism's line item is 20. The Ministry of Sports is 5. The Ministry of Culture is, I believe, 8,500, and the Ministry of Tourism is 50,000. So you can public.
Andrew will give, he can
Yeah,
add
and
those
also
up real quickly.
the subsidy, also the subsidy from the Tourism Attractions Board, which takes care of all of the operational costs. So altogether, I would say less than 200,000, a little under 200,000
Annually.
annually.
Okay.
That's public
Public money.
Public money, based on what she asked.
This question is for Madeline.
Mhm.
How did you come up with the theme, Age of Romance?
The theme was actually inspired by. You wanted to
Yes,
ask
how did
again?
you come up with the theme, Age of Romance?
This year's theme was actually inspired by the Caribbean Tourism Organization, and their theme for this year is the Year of Romance. So based on a discussion with the Department of Tourism, myself and Gary Dominguez had a meeting, and it popped into my mind. I had a meeting with the executive committee. We agreed on the theme, and that's what it is today.
It's just taking advantage of some of the opportunities from a standpoint. A very simple example would be if you look at the region itself, and the Caribbean Tourism Organization identified romance. So if you buy that search word and you are Googling romance and it comes up the Caribbean region, then it would also come up Pirates Week. So we get the flow all the way through to Cayman and Pirates Week because of the theme they picked. Smart, huh?
I have a final question. Actually, it's about the sort of decorations. Mr. Joey reminded me when he said when the lights go up, and we had a conversation last year when we were at one of the events, and we were sort of thinking maybe we could have a bit more razzmatazz, if you like, in Georgetown on the nights, because that's it. It's that string of lights, and a lot of the bulbs were missing. I don't know if you've noticed. quite a lot of them were out. And it just seemed a bit sort of lame, like there was just this one string of lights. And I would be thinking that maybe this is down to like the Diamond sponsor, perhaps who might want to invest in a little bit of sprucing up Georgetown. So are there any plans to maybe decorate the streets a little bit more than the string of lights with the missing bulbs?
Can I answer that? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Thanks for that question, Wendy. And that has always been something that we try to do year after year after year. Again, it costs money. However, there are elements, decorative elements that we do incorporate. As far as the pirate statues, the guillotine, the photo booth, things that are might not be as visible because there are thousands of people downtown, so you don't really notice it, and they're removed at night for safety reasons.
Yeah.
However, there has been an event incorporated for the first time last year, the night parade, which actually lights up the entire Harbor Drive during the finale Saturday. It's a mobile decorative element, but it has added quite a feature and something that has been that is being brought back by popular demand this year. During the entire time, I guess we can speak to CUC about upgrading the lighting system, but thanks for that suggestion. But yeah, we'll definitely speak with them on that. But I agree with you. There's always more that we can do. But again, we need the support and the help from business community.
I'm not sort of blaming CUC. I'm talking
I know.
about
I know.
decorative streetlights that you see in cities at Christmas time. Everybody. So we got
Yes.
something maybe a bit more festive than just the coloured bulbs with the missing bulbs. That's
Right.
all. We don't. In
Right.
other words, the answer to that question is no. There's no
We
more
do.
lights.
We do put lights. We use solar lighting. Actually, we introduced that last year around the entire trellis of the waterfront. We also decorate the Pirates Week office and parts of the museum. So I'm not sure. Were you there last year for? Okay, because it was quite lit up.
Just for my own clarity, when we're putting the story together, the study that was conveyed or conducted back in 2002 revealed 11,000 people came to our shores solely for the purpose of Pirates Week. But Minister, earlier in your remarks or the introductory remarks, you said that the festival has brought in up to 35,000 people. So are we talking about 35,000 people in all the years of existence, or is this at one particular year, and if so, which year do we know this to be?
You'd be talking about all the people that attend the events.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? The 11,000 was identified that people that specifically came because of Pirates Week. But the activities that attract, it was 35,000 people.
Correct. And that's
Oh.
visitors and locals. So that's a combination.
Any more questions?
Actually, that's just made me ask another question, because I thought that 35,000 was what you were expecting to arrive
No.
on like during that period of visitors. So do we have an expectation of actual arrivals then for the 2 weeks?
That's what this new economic impact assessment
So
will reveal.
you don't have do we know how many came last year? Do we know? We don't.
We don't. We can't.
There's
even know how many
there's no
visitors we
survey
would-
that says to the people when they leave, that the exit
Right.
survey, you don't say, did you come for Pirates Week on it?
I think that's something that DOT is also working on with the immigration department. So that's something we're hoping that we can get highlighted. It might not happen this year,
Right.
but hopefully for future years.
Thank you all very much.
Thank
for-
you.
Hope we answered your questions. I think there's one other.
Yes, we're going to do the presentation of the official poster for this year's festival.
Pull the mic down. Yeah, I didn't want to say that. That's when
I'm going to start on behalf of the festival office. I would like to present the launch of the official Pirates Week poster. And as you can tell, it's a pirate and his forbidden love, falling in love. And we just want to say that we're grateful for you, for all of you being here, and for the support that the ministry continues to give to the festival. And we're looking forward to this year's Pirates Week event.
Thank you very much. You guys good?
Pictures?
Oh. No.
Oh.